High up, 480 feet above the ground, in a structure that's been around for 4,500 years, researchers sent a robot camera to explore inside. But the camera hit a roadblock, a big stone slab blocking its way. The researchers guessed there might be something hidden behind it, a secret kept for thousands of years. So, they brought in a drilling machine and carefully made a hole through the stone slab. And guess what they found? Something nobody had seen for over 4,000 years. Now, let's talk about Egypt. You know, there are 138 pyramids there, standing tall through all kinds of things, like earthquakes and strong storms, for thousands of years. But none of them have ever moved from where they were built. The biggest and most amazing one is called the Great Pyramid of Giza. Picture 9 football fields fitting snugly inside it. That's how huge it is. And get this, it took about 2.3 million big stones to build it, some weighing as much as 50 tons each. When you add up all the weight, it's like having 12 Burj Khalifas stacked together. That's how massive the Great Pyramid is. Why did the old builders make these big pyramids? Many years ago, without fancy tools, how did they build these structures bit by bit? How did they cut huge 50-ton rocks into nice squares and lift them up high to 480 feet without big machines? And who were the smart engineers who made these amazing things, making sure all the sides were at a special angle of 51.5 degrees? You'll learn all about it in today's video. So let's get started with challenge number 1. For centuries, research teams painstakingly unraveled the construction techniques of this pyramid. Finally, the method of setting each side without compasses, squares, or cardinal directions became clear. Many experts speculate that the architects first pinpointed a plot capable of supporting millions of tons of stone. Then, utilizing the polar stars, which aid in locating the North Pole, they marked each side without any advanced instruments. Thousands of years ago, this simple yet precise technique established the pyramid's orientation with flawless accuracy. The second challenge revolved around leveling the ground, encompassing 13 acres, upon which the pyramid was to be constructed. Ensuring that this colossal structure of 23 million stones remained perfectly level was no small feat. During that era, engineers didn't have the luxury of laser or bubble levels. Instead, they employed a method involving water to achieve this precision. It's theorized that the construction site was flooded with water, and the land was adjusted to match the water level from one end to the other. Adjustments were made on the opposing side, where the water level didn't align with the land's surface. This likely involved meticulous cutting and leveling using chisels and hammers. Some experts suggest that an inclinometer, featuring wooden sticks and a stone tethered by a rope at its center, might have been utilized. The technique involved observing whether the stone touched the ground while its rope aligned with the center line. If so, it indicated that the land across the 20 acres was perfectly leveled. Challenge number 3. The perimeter construction site was now prepared with directions set, markings completed, and the ground leveled. The time had come to begin construction, a process that demanded numerous hefty stones. However, there were no grinders available for cutting the stones, nor jackhammers. Nevertheless, they found a way to shape 50-ton stones into square or rectangular forms. How was this achieved? Well, there was only one tool at their disposal. This tool facilitated the cutting of the stones. Experts concur that the mortar utilized in perimeter construction wasn't composed solely of copper. They were aware that copper, being soft, couldn't effectively cut stone. Consequently, arsenic was introduced into the mix. This mortar, a blend of copper and arsenic, was applied to the stones using wooden hammers. After hours of diligent labor, the large stones were eventually sculpted into shape. Challenge number 4 arose due to a unique type of stone, later identified as limestone, being extracted at the Giza construction site for the 250-kilometer journey to the city of Tura. The primary issue revolved around transporting this stone to Giza. Each stone weighed a hefty 50 tons, roughly equivalent to the weight of 3 passenger buses. And there were a staggering 23 lac stones required for just one pyramid. No animal could bear the burden of such immense weight, and trucks were non-existent. Even in contemporary times, should such a feat be attempted, transportation companies would face formidable challenges. However, a solution emerged from the storehouse of ingenuity, where the task was accomplished with the aid of laborers and boats. Indeed, the advantage of the river between Tura and Giza was leveraged. with sizable boats being deployed. Experts concur that this undertaking was no mean feat, the loading of such colossal stones onto ships, and the coordination of an army of at least 500 workers must have posed a formidable challenge at the time. The challenge number 5, the team of experts researching the construction of the pyramid had found answers to many of their questions. Yet one aspect continuously troubled them: how the limestone was cut, transported, and raised during the pyramid's construction. The challenge lay in how the stones reached such great heights. Many experts believe this process was meticulously planned before construction began, suggesting they either ascended via a spiral track or in a zigzag manner. However, it is certain that the 50,000 kilogram stones must have been hauled up with the aid of a vast workforce. Challenge number 6 involves millions of laborers intricately cutting live stone with Chinese hammers. Alongside the task of transporting these massive stones, compartments will be created for internal passages and numerous small tunnels. The only flaw detected by experts is that the stone employed in the inner sections was not limestone, but cranite, a material akin to diamond in its extreme hardness, nearly impenetrable except by hefty grinding tools. Despite the scrutiny by archaeologists worldwide, no one has unearthed the precise method used over 4,500 years ago to chisel the stones so flawlessly. After years of speculation and analysis, experts revealed that Anna, using a technique involving a toothless saw with weights at either end, employed a precise and controlled approach to etch the granite, deftly navigating its colossal size and hardness. The efficient execution of such a monumental task within a span of just 4 months remains an enigma that perplexes even the most seasoned experts. Challenge number 7, the magnificent pyramids of Giza, towering as the grandest and broadest of all pyramids, hold secrets within their ancient walls. Among these secrets lie 2 concealed chambers, bearing illustrious titles, one known as the King's Chamber and the other as the Queen's Chamber. Upon the initial exploration by the team of researchers, venturing into the heart of the King's Chamber revealed a sight beyond expectation. Nestled within its confines lay a coffin crafted some 4.5 millennia ago from granite, its interior strangely vacant. Yet, it wasn't the mere presence of the coffin that sparked intrigue. Rather, it was the remarkable revelation that this chamber, accessible only through a narrow passage, barely traversable by a human, had somehow welcomed the coffin within its walls. How then did the enigmatic coffin find its resting place within the White Pyramid's heart? After years of diligent study, it was unveiled that the King's Chamber was constructed from within, the coffin interred simultaneously. Subsequently, the chamber was sealed shut, its secrets guarded by naught but a minuscule orifice. Challenge number 8. Who were the individuals more than 4 millennia ago who undertook the most daunting task of erecting pyramids? This has been a long debated query, with various conjectures circulating over the years. Some suggest that it was enslaved individuals not native to Egypt who bore the tremendous burden and toiled in stone quarrying. Occasionally, tales emerge of ancient astronauts who purportedly constructed these pyramids eons ago and then departed. However, diligent experts, after years of exhaustive research, have discredited these notions. Indeed, upon scrutinizing the remains and skeletons of the laborers, experts made a remarkable discovery. Certain workers displayed evidence of surgical interventions in their joints. This led researchers to conclude that the builders of the pyramids were unlikely to have been slaves, as they received medical care during construction, a privilege seldom afforded to slaves in antiquity. Moreover, experts meticulously reconstructed their skeletal remains, showcasing the remarkable skill of the pyramid builders. Challenge number 9. As it has become clear to this audience that neither extraterrestrial beings nor enslaved individuals were responsible for the construction of the pyramids, the question arises: how many workers actually collaborated to erect these ancient marvels? In our contemporary age, construction endeavors heavily rely on machinery rather than manual labor, resulting in projects often being completed within a span of 4 to 5 years. However, millennia ago, such technology was non-existent. Therefore, it stands to reason that a significant workforce must have been involved concurrently in the construction of the pyramids. But just how many? Historical records indicate that at least 100,000 laborers toiled simultaneously on the pyramid's construction, drawn from all corners of the land. Challenge number 10 initiates the commencement of the elimination process for the finalized components of the pyramid. At this juncture, experts and archaeologists find themselves at a crossroads, having unveiled numerous concealed truths regarding the construction of the pyramids. Nevertheless, amidst these revelations, many enigmas persist, vexing researchers incessantly. Among these enigmas lies the fundamental query concerning the purpose behind the construction of the pyramids. Undoubtedly, with a colossal weight exceeding 60 million tons, composed of 30 million stones, the construction of a solitary pyramid, along with its clandestine chambers, hints at a purpose beyond merely serving as the sepulchre for a monarch. Scholars contend that such monumental effort could not have been expended solely for the interment of a king. There must exist a more profound raison d'être for these architectural marvels. In the pursuit of unraveling this mystery, collaborative endeavors were undertaken with various institutions globally, culminating in the hypothesis that the pyramids were erected to deify humanity. The conjecture posited suggests that upon demise, individuals transcended to the celestial realm, transforming into stars. Even in death, they purportedly continued to oversee their comrades, kinfolk, and homeland. Consequently, they were interred within these pyramids, envisaging the fulfillment of their purpose through the religious inscriptions adorning the pyramid walls. While this hypothesis resonates with their beliefs, the true intent behind the pyramids remains shrouded in ambiguity, awaiting elucidation with no definitive audience yet discerned. Challenge number 11. Once again, experts find themselves intrigued by the complex designs of ancient engineering. The puzzle emerged from an aerial image of the pyramids of Giza, revealing their lack of alignment. It baffled scholars why the architects, who meticulously crafted these pyramids 4,500 years ago, did not align them with precision. The discrepancy in their positions remained a mystery. Initially dismissed as happenstance, Robert Bauval uncovered the truth. Bauval argued against mere chance, positing instead a deliberate arrangement driven by a carefully crafted plan. Given the Egyptians' profound reverence for the stars during that era, it seems they aligned the pyramids with Orion's belt. Upon closer examination, it becomes apparent that two of the stars shine brightly, while one is dimmer and slightly offset from the others. This celestial pattern was mirrored in the layout of the pyramids of Giza. Challenge number 12. Back in 1980, a specific type of X-ray was utilized to scan the pyramids. The scan revealed something intriguing. Apart from the Queen's and King's chambers, there seemed to be yet another concealed chamber at the pinnacle of the pyramid. Dr. Zahi Hawass speculated that this chamber might hold many of the pyramid's long-hidden secrets. A team of 5 individuals dedicated 5 years to devising a robotic camera capable of accessing this secret chamber. Finally, in 1993, the small robot was deployed inside. However, its journey came to an abrupt halt. After roughly 200 feet, it encountered a stone slab adorned with 2 copper handles. Despite this obstacle, experts were determined to uncover what lay beyond, a sight unseen for over 4,000 years. After an additional 8 years of relentless effort, a comprehensive report was compiled, accompanied by a drilling apparatus. In 2001, the report's findings led to the piercing of the limestone slab, creating a hole just large enough for a camera to enter. As the camera peered inside, it encountered yet another stone slab. However, when the camera was angled towards the ground, it captured something unsettling: special alphabets inscribed in red, dating back 4,500 years. These alphabets, which sealed the passage, perplexed the experts. Dr. Zahi Hawass maintains his belief that beyond this second slab lies another secret chamber, concealed for millennia. Perhaps in the years ahead, with advancements in technology, another sophisticated robotic camera may finally unveil the mysteries hidden within this chamber. What are your thoughts on this discovery? Feel free to share in the comments below.